record button here. So I cannot believe we're already like almost halfway through October. I don't know where this year is going, and it makes me want to cry. Or not. Maybe 2021 will be like the best year ever after 2020. So maybe I should be like, let's just get this over with. A few announcements are that the 30-day breakaway program is out for coaches, which that program is all about training for running and to be a better runner, which is really great. Except if you live in the Midwest, like I love it. Like I'm really excited to do it. I think I'm going to do it right away, like in like April or May when it gets nice outside, because I love running and I'd love to do a program focused around running and training for running. But when it's 30 degrees in the morning, I'm not going to go run. So not happening in my life. So that's a good program. If you have people who like to run and maybe are in like, you know, a place where it's still warm outside, that might be a good idea. And so it's interesting because there's like weight training days or like they use resistance bands and stuff like that too, but like training days. And then there are like running days, and they have I don't know if you want to call it a video, but it's like an audio that goes along with it. So you listen to it as you run. And so I'm guessing that is like interval training, you know, telling them to run, then walk, jog, etc. So there's that. And then there's really not too much more going on. In like the corporate side of things, we have our team retreat on the 31st, and I'll be posting more about that in the group for those who can make it. And then they are doing a virtual super weekend November 7th. So typically before COVID, pre-COVID, they did super weekends. So like in kind of all the big cities in the country, they had get-togethers that would have like trainings, and higher up coaches would lead them, and they'd have super trainer appearances and, you know, workouts all together and training and all that. Well, obviously with COVID, they can't really do that. So they're doing virtual ones by region, which is kind of nice. I went to one a few months ago. They do them every quarter. I went to one, and it was like nationwide, which is fine, but it's just like not very personal. And so now they're doing a central one, and that's November 7th. So otherwise, that's kind of where things are at. Pumpkin spice Shakeology, I think, is still out. And then peppermint mocha Shakeology comes out on November 2nd. And I really liked the peppermint mocha Shakeology. It's really, really good. The only thing with it is I felt like if you get peppermint extract, it's kind of the same concept. So I probably won't buy it this year because I'm not going to like pay, because it's more expensive, obviously, to get the special flavors. But if you have customers who like really like peppermint mocha, I would tell them to go all for it. But yeah, so that's what I have. Any questions on any of that? Okay. Jess is going to talk tonight about beliefs and believing in yourself and knowing that you can do it. And yes, so I'm going to mute herself and let her chat.
It says you have disabled participant screen sharing.
Now try.
Okay. There we go. Okay. I like to see more than one person. I don't know why. Okay, I just want to make sure. Can you guys hear me good? Because I've had audio issues in the past. Okay, Brianna, I can see you, so just let me know if the audio is funky again. But yeah, like Brianna said, I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about building a big belief in yourself, and so how I have stirred up a big belief in my ultimate success. Trust me, this is something that's just happened recently. I don't know, there was just a shift, and it has been really good, so I wanted to kind of share it with everybody. So I asked Brianna if I could talk about it on our team call. So I feel like before the last couple weeks, I was always wasting my energy and my time, but really like my mental energy on wondering or deciding if this was really like it for me, if this was going to be worth my time, or if this was going to give me the success and the results that I wanted. Because, you know, like my goal is to make an income from home so that I can stay home and raise my kids, right? So I was wasting a lot of energy on trying to decide or trying to like stir up the belief and the idea that yes, this was it. But I just decided through building this big belief, I've quit wasting my energy. Allowed me to really like, I feel like, focus in more and talk to more people and see more success in what I'm doing this month. So I have this quote for you guys. Up here is the letters, is the first letter of every word in it. I had a job at the grocery store in high school, and there was an older guy who was an English teacher in school, I believe. And he was a part of the group called the Sunshine Boys, which was, the store was called Sunshine Foods. And they would do like cookies and stuff for the community in the grocery store. And then they would always come in every single day for coffee. And I don't know why he took a special interest in me. And he just like always put this belief in me. And I don't know where I lost it over the last however many years since I worked at the store there and always was with him. But he had pens that he would carry around and give to people. And every single one on the side of it had all those letters. And he told everybody what it meant. And it was like my constant reminder. I still have those pens. And he always told me, whether you believe you can do something or not, you are right. So if you believe that it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. Another way that I've heard a lot of people say it is like, what you look for, you will find. So what you believe is going to probably come true. So my first tip, I want to kind of give you guys tips on like how I have done this for myself. Okay. So number one, make your environment conducive to growth and a positive mindset. So the way I do this is I actually have an office, a desk. I don't know where you guys sit when you do your work for your business, or where you sit to do like your morning routine or whatever, but make it so that it's a place that you can come and have a positive mindset and be focused on like your goals and your growth. So for me, that's my vision board. I'm just looking at it up here. It's in front of me, my vision board. And then my goals are obviously on my vision board. And then I actually have a sheet of paper for the goals that are like things I can write out as I accomplish them. So I wanted to help 15 people get started on their health and fitness journey this year. That's right in front of me. I have how many books I wanted to read, and I have a place to write each one down as I finish them. So for me, that's an environment of growth, like making me focus on where I'm going. And then the other thing is who you surround yourself with, right? Who you spend time with. Spending time with people that are in a positive mindset is a major thing, and spending time with people that like truly want to see you succeed. So a couple weeks ago, I got on the Diamond Call that Candace was hosting, and just spending some time with those ladies that really want Candace, you know, she just really wants to help other people succeed, and she loves pouring into people. And I got a chance to, you know, talk to those gals a little bit, and I don't know, it just shifted my mindset. So spending time with people who are growing and are positive is a really important thing, I think, when you're trying to grow yourself and your business. Number 2, daily routine and ritual that stirs up gratitude and focus. If you're going to believe that you can do it, you've got to be thankful for like all the little wins along the way. So yeah, I don't have a lot of challengers right now, but I just got another one today, and I am like ecstatic, over the moon. I have to like hold myself back a little bit. Like, you want to do this? You want to do this? You want to do this? Like, and you can dang sure bet that in the morning, I will be putting that in my gratitude that I'm so thankful that I got another challenger to sign up, a gal that I can help, and that kind of thing. So my daily routine looks like I get up in the morning and I sit down, and I think a lot of us do this, but I sit down and I write out 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for. And I try to be really specific. And if there was something that went bad in my day, or like I had a bad day, I try to think about why I thought it was bad, so bad. And then I try to find the positives in it and be grateful for those positive things, which has helped me a lot on the days that like I'm wore out and I've had a long day at work, or Elizabeth has been really a challenge for the day or whatever. I think that like sometimes you can sit there and think, oh, I don't know what to be grateful for because it was a bad day. Well, you have to find the positives in everything, because that was where my belief got hit hard, was on the days that I was like, oh, this day like was hard. I'm tired. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like mom, full-time job, building a business. And those were the days that I got hit hard. But if you can find the positives in every single day, you're going to get up a lot easier, get back on your feet from after those hard days. Another thing that you can do that could be part of your routine and ritual is, I did it for a while, writing things on your mirror that you need to hear in your life. When I have bad days, every once in a while, I'll take an expo marker and I'll write, today is a new day, because I get up, I go to the bathroom, I mix my Energize at the bathroom sink there, because my kitchen is downstairs, I'm upstairs. So it's on my bathroom mirror. I say, today is a new day. I sit down and I have that in my mind, which I think is really helpful. And then number 3, find personal development that speaks to you. This is going to be different for everybody, right? Like, I've heard a lot about belief over and over again, and believing in yourself. But this video that I have linked here, with Scotty Hobbs, was the thing that I think really like clicked and made me believe that like I can do it. As long as I set my mind to it, like it will come. Worrying about it doesn't make it happen. Putting in the work does. So you have to find stuff that like speaks to you. Something that I've done is YouTubing the top coaches, or just coaches in our upline. So I spent some time going through Candace and Brittany and Andrea's and their YouTube channels. Scotty Hobbs, Ashley Molstad, Melanie Mitro are all good ones. Podcasts, books. And then another thing that I have really found on the personal development is I was really pushing on like the learning how to run my business thing, or learning how to do this with social media, or learning how to do this. And I think my brain was just like on overload, right? Where what I really needed to be doing was finding ways to build my mindset and build my belief, because that's where I was struggling, right? I think that's where a lot of us maybe get stuck, is like the belief that, right? That's what we're talking about, the belief that this can happen. Like Brianna said, we're going to be elite next year, right? Like, I believe it. She believes it. I hope she believes it, because I believe it. And if like you don't grow your mind, you can't like even fathom how that could happen. But we know that it's going to, and everything is figure outable, right? So find PD that speaks to you. I don't think that link works, and you guys probably aren't going to have these slides anyway. So when Brianna posts this in the team page, I will just comment that video, because I think it's a really good video. It's about a half hour, but it's worth it. So give yourself pep talks through your social media posts. This is something that I have been doing so much lately. I forgot. I made the slides and I was going to go back and put in a post of mine. I can't think of any in particular, but like if you look back through my posts, like talking about like getting back up and dusting yourself off, like those generally come after my tough days at work, or just in general with life, right? This, like, you because you can fall off the wagon on your social media, but we all know how important that is, right? So you kill two birds with one stone, right? You stay active on your social media and present, and you're giving yourself a pep talk about how you can do it, and you are worthy, and you are capable, and you've got all the tools to get it done. So give yourself pep talks. It's a good way to get things done. Number 5, break up with doubt. There's a marriage podcast that I like to listen to that they talk about, like, in fights, like, you just need to take divorce off the table. Like, I don't know if, like, you, Brianna, like, you guys ever had fights like that, but, like, early on, like, I think Riley and I had fights, like, do you even want to marry me? He's coming up the stairs, so I heard that. But it's true. That's what we did. Like, and eventually, like, I've learned, and I think he's learned, that, like, that doesn't do you any good, right? Like, this is obviously what we want, is to be married, raise a family together. And this is what I want, is to build a business and stay home with my kids. And everybody's goals are different with this business, right? Like, say if Brianna was in a different situation, maybe she just wants to build this business to simply cash flow the shop, right? So you have different goals, but break up with the doubt that this business is going to get you there, because it can. You just have to believe it. So doubt does you no good.
Jess, can I interject for 1 second on that one?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So I love that you said take divorce off the table. So I was at Coach Summit last year, and literally what they told us at Summit, one of the girls said, like, take divorce off the table. Like, stop. Like, so many people will go into this business and they will say, like, oh, well, if it doesn't work out in a year, I'll quit. Like, it wasn't that much money I lost. Well, when you're telling yourself, like, oh, well, if it doesn't work out, I'll quit, like, you're telling the universe that, like, man, you don't really want this. Whereas, like, now, like, take divorce off the table. Like, the only way I'll ever get to be a stay-at-home mom and still live the life we like to live. Like, I will be the first person to tell you, we live a really comfortable life where if we want something, we buy it, right? Shop, all that stuff. And so if we want to continue with the same lifestyle and not live penny to penny, coaching is the only way that it's going to happen, because what other jobs can you really stay home and work on your own time, and getting to travel more and getting to make an income that's exponential, not just like, oh, you taught another year, here's another $200, spread out over a year. And so, yeah, she said, like, take divorce off the table. Stop telling yourself that you can quit this if it doesn't work out, because you're just setting yourself up in your mind to say, like, oh, well, that didn't work. There's a tally on the side of, like, I should quit, instead of being like, this happened, this is telling me I can't give up. So I just love it, Jess, because I have literally that same quote in my mind all the time.
Yeah, it really, like, changes the game. Like, I've gone back and forth on that. Like, there's been times where I'm like, yep, this is it. And there's been times where I'm like, Riley, what am I doing? But I've decided it's the way it is. We're going to do this. I write every single day how much money I plan to make in 2021. And it's not my full-time income, but it doesn't have to be. We can still live comfortably. And I believe it's going to happen. So this is just something that, like, I don't know, I thought of for us. And I believe that you guys are all wildly capable. But until you decide to believe the same, what I believe doesn't matter. So you can take in all the personal development you want, right? Like, I listen to it all the time. I listened to it all the time before the last couple of weeks when this really changed for me. But until you decide to hear it and take it to heart, it doesn't matter what anyone else says. I've been told my whole life that, like, you're worthy, you can do it. But, like, I didn't believe it. I don't know. I didn't understand it. And at some point I just decided to believe it. So you guys have any questions or comments about all this?
Yeah, I think it's a good topic to touch on, because like if you would have asked me when I made this vision board at the beginning of 2020, like, was I really going to hit these goals, right? I'm like, well, what do all the big coaches tell you to do? They tell you to, set your goals really high, because then you'll at least fall somewhere in between there, And so like but then when I looked at these every single day, and like, I don't know, at some point I had that mindset shift of like, if I say I'm going to do it every single day, I know I can do it. I look at my vision board and it's like, yep, did that. Yep, did that. Okay, that I can handle. Like, I went into just became an Emerald coach probably 8 weeks ago, 2 months ago. And so I look, and here I had helped build 5 Emerald coaches and 1 Diamond coach on our team in 2020. Well, 2 months ago, there wasn't a single name up there. So if you would have told me in 4 months I was going to build 5 Emerald coaches, well, now I have Jess, Mickey, Angie's there, so it's like now I only have 2 girls left to hit my goal. And it's like, if you believe you can, you will. And you've got to believe it. And none of us can make you believe in yourself. Like, that's the big thing I've learned, right? Like, I would tell Jess every single day, like, you can do this, you're going to be it, right? Like, I have told her time and time and time again that I believe in her. But it's something none of us can give you. It's not, belief in yourself is nothing that I can't say anything or do anything to make you believe in yourself more. It just is a weird internal flip of a switch. Someday you just decide that you're going to believe in yourself and you're not going to let the excuses or the doubt drive you anymore. Mm-hmm. Any questions, comments? If you need some good PD, yeah, that video, or kind of going along with belief, I'm reading The Universe Has Your Back right now, and this one's really good. I got it on Thrift Books, and one of my favorite parts is this is actually, like, there's a lot of personal development I've been reading lately. Angie and I were just talking about this that has Christian influence, but this like literally has prayers in it about like how to, like, things to say to kind of like bring you back to your belief and stuff in yourself. And so there's just some good, if you guys think of any, you can comment on too when I post the team call.
I'll just share my book too, just because I think it goes a lot, because it's called Get Out of Your Head and says stop the spiral of toxic thoughts. And I think that goes along with believing yourself. I've only read 1 chapter, but it's really good. So I'll like share more once I finish the book. But I think this is I got it off of Amazon. It was actually cheaper on Amazon than on Thrift Books. But this one I think could be really good about like changing our beliefs and making sure that we have that positive mindset. So I don't know if anyone else has read it yet, but I have a feeling it's going to be really good.
I've heard really good things about it, so I'm excited. Awesome.
So I really like the like sharing things that, like around a specific topic and just in general, like PD. And I think we are good about it, like within our groups, right? Like every once in a while, like somebody in our Dash to Diamond group shares, a good PD. But I think what could be really beneficial for all of us as a team too could be like sharing. Like I could have shared that specific video to our team page, right? So if you have like really good PD that you like, or something that really spoke to you, like recommending it to the whole team, I think would be really good.
Yes, you guys are always more than welcome to post stuff in there. And so you're more than welcome to post about a PD book you read or something that happened to you or an experience or a thought, video, anything you find, podcast you find, feel free to put it in there.
Hey, question about the like new group that's getting started, the like fall in love with yourself, I think it is that it's the like boot camp one. Is that just for a couple of weeks, or is that going to like kind of take over our like 2020 confidence project?
I'm just doing that one for 21 days because I'm really heavily focusing on nutrition. And I have gone further in depth in nutrition than I've ever gone in that group before, but I want to do the 2020 Confidence Project, kind of go into it. I'm thinking of a new name for the Confidence Project because it's obviously 2020 Confidence Project, but I've heard a lot of coaches, they just like have one Facebook group and they leave it forever and ever, so that like you don't ever have to worry about switching people between groups and stuff. But yeah, the Fall in Love with Yourself boot camp that I'm running is just 21 days. So it's pretty chill. And then I move them into the big challenge group, but it's kind of nice to have a smaller way to like introduce them. Cause I think when they go into 2020 Confidence Project, unless they're very motivated, driven people, they feel like they get lost in the crowd since there's so many people in it. Any other discussion or questions tonight? Okay. If there's not, we're going to take a picture. We're going to take a boomerang. What should we do in our boomerang? Hello.
Hi.
That cheese.
Oh, I need the phone back though.
He's like, nope, stealing mom's phone. What did you want to do, Angie? What were you doing? Oh, that's cute. Okay. Just a little happy dance or something. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, but we'll take a boomerang. Yep. Okay. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Goobers. I love it. I'm always like, I move so fast. Okay, perfect. I will, still recording. LOL.